You have a great idea for a coding video. You open your IDE, start mixing ideation with scattered tasks, and suddenly you are lost in a maze of technical troubleshooting. AI tools like Cursor are incredibly powerful, but if you let them run without a precise plan, they will overbuild. You end up with sprawling code, confusing errors, and hours of unusable dead air footage. Treating an AI-assisted build like a spontaneous art project practically guarantees a failed video. You need structure. To fix this, you need a strict operational framework. Think of it as a Cursor-First YouTube SOP. This checklist defines our exact targets. The main objective is to walk away with two things: one published long-form video and one working prototype. We also need byproducts, 2 to 5 short-form clips, and an organized archive folder that speeds up the next production run. Relying on creative luck is a losing game on YouTube. You survive the algorithm by standardizing your variables and building a repeatable content engine. Phase 1 happens completely outside the code editor. We call this the orchestration layer, using a tool like Perplexity to deliberately separate research and planning from execution. Before moving forward, lock in these 5 specific fields: your exact topic, viewer skill level, final deliverable, hook, and monetization angle. If your idea doesn't fit a tight niche of coding, workflow, or creative tooling, reject it immediately. Once you have an approved idea, write a lean 6-bead script. This breaks the upcoming code session into clear, demonstrable milestones rather than one massive, intimidating block. Gating your workflow with a strict definition of done at this stage stops mid-project scope creep before it even starts. Phase 2 focuses on writing instructions for the AI to prevent it from sprawling. You need to build a complete prompt pack before you ever open Cursor. Your pack requires a specific sequence: a prompt for project setup, one for architecture, the main build, a refactor, and a final polish. The golden rule here is to start simple. Do not let Cursor overbuild. Each of these prompts is designed to generate chunks of code that map directly back to the script beats we outlined in Phase 1. Preparing this sequence in advance acts as a leash. It forces the AI to serve your narrative, rather than pulling you into unrelated technical tangents. Phase 3 is the actual build. To capture this without generating useless footage, we use a hybrid workflow. Build the project without recording your screen. Live recording creates a messy, sprawling timeline. Hybrid recording condenses it into a tight path. During the build, keep a detailed log. Note any bugs, the prompts that fix them, and mistakes that teach a lesson. Once the build works, you go back and record clean, guided screen captures of those crucial coding milestones, using your log as a guide. This hybrid approach eliminates the tedious downtime of a live coding session while preserving the authentic problem-solving narrative your audience came to see. Phase 4 is the edit assembly. By now, you have exactly the footage you need, which means we can apply ruthless post-production rules. The top rule on this post-production list is to remove all dead time. Cut the typing, the waiting, and the repetitive AI text generation. Because the story is already tight, you can immediately pull 2 to 5 short-form clips straight out of the rough cut. Look at these extraction patterns. Your shorts need to feature strong hooks, fast visual transformations, or a clear lesson on how you fixed a mistake Cursor made. Executing the previous phases correctly turns the edit into a fast extraction process. Phase 5 is publishing. This is where you compile your titles, thumbnails, and metadata to package the final deliverable. After publishing, you are required to log the data shown here. Track your click-through rates, retention dips, and note exactly which Cursor prompt proved most useful. By adhering to strict definitions of done, you finish each session with a documented, archived blueprint for the next run. You eliminate the chaos of the blank page. You now have an operational system ready to be triggered again.